Another absolutely beautiful bike from Jared Weems here at Fuel Cleveland. Another gorgeous Triumph. It can't just be Harley Davidson all the time.
Nope, it's got to be Triumph.
It's got to be Triumph all the time for you anyway.
It is. I grew up, the very first motorcycle I ever touched was my dad's 1949 Triumph.
Ooh.
And since then, I've been smitten. That's all I do is Triumph.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Well, you do it, and you do it incredibly well. We already checked out another one of your beautiful custom Triumphs, but this one I also wanted to talk through again. Just beautiful style, also based off of another David Mann painting.
Absolutely.
So it has a great backstory to it. So go ahead, talk us through this bike a little bit, and then don't forget to tell us about this incredible paint as well.
Sure. So this motorcycle has been titled Hollywood Run, and it's based off of David Mann's very first painting that he ever did. And the painting is titled Hollywood Run, just like the motorcycle. David painted that painting in 1969, and that's the painting that went from the hands of David to Ed Roth to the individuals who own Easy Rider magazine and created the whole relationship of all of the amazing artwork that came after that. So this motorcycle is a 1951 Triumph Thunderbird, which is 650cc, and it's basically built from a lot of parts that I had laying around in my garage for many years, a lot of super rare, cool, old chopper stuff. And I said, you know, one day I built the other David Mann bike, and I said, hey, I better build the other one before somebody else jumps on board and steals my idea from me. So that's what I did with this one. I call it my budget build because I had a lot of those super rare parts laying on the shelf, and it didn't take a whole lot to just kind of, what I say, play Lego with motorcycle parts. But the paint is actually spray can paint on this bike.
No.
Absolutely. And I did it just to kind of thumb my nose to all of these pro painters and everything, which I love. It's amazing. But I wanted to encourage the budget builder, the guy that's, you know, building stuff in his backyard, to say, you can do some amazing work if you take your time and you put the effort into it.
I was going to say, it's all in the prep and in the sanding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all the prep work, and man, you can come out with an amazing product with just taking a little bit extra time and a little bit extra effort. So yeah, everything, even the clear coat, it's a 2K clear coat, which has a hardener built into it, so it's gas resistant, everything. So it's like a professional paint job just out of a rattle can.
Well, it's absolutely stunning. I love the same thing, how it's based off of this very, very first David Mann painting, which is unbelievable. This one, though, I think you were allowed to have a little bit more flexibility in because the painting is kind of vague.
Yes. Very much. I was open to a lot of artistic impersonation upon this motorcycle. Probably the most difficult thing was the gas tank.
Yeah.
And instead of just fabricating a gas tank, once again I thought about this guy from the 60s that would be building this motorcycle in his backyard. What would he have done? He didn't have an English wheel. He didn't have anything to shape the metal. So he found what he could use, and actually that gas tank is off of a Puke Baltada moped.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've done a little bit of modification, molding it to get it to fit the frame and look just right for the painting, but that's what that's off of.
Well, it's absolutely beautiful. Again, I love how narrow and super skinny and very, very tidy this bike is. I love the ape hangers.
Oh, yeah.
I think this just has to be a total blast to ride.
Oh, it's so fun. I tell everybody it's like riding a Schwinn bicycle. It's so light and nimble, you just want to throw it around and have a blast, but it is a 650cc motorcycle, so it's got a lot of pep to it. It'll get up and go, and it's actually even lighter than the other bikes. So
How much does this bike weigh?
This bike weighs 308 pounds.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
308 pounds and 650cc. This thing's got to be a rocket ship.
It's a blast. It's a blast. I just like I said, I let all of my friends ride my bikes. I don't care what they are. I think motorcycles are something that should be shared. And so after the show, we'll let you take it out and go for a ride on it.
Heck yeah, that's what I was hoping you were going to say.
Definitely, we'll do it.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for talking us through another beautiful Triumph from Jared Weems here at the Fuel Cleveland show, I should say. At the Fuel Cleveland show, we're here on load in day. We've got a whole bunch more bikes to check out, and we're going to go ride this bike later.
Absolutely.
Awesome.